Welcome to BODHI, everybody. I'm Tamal, this is Casey. We are going to be doing a 30-minute practice entitled Yoga Pumped. Let's begin standing at the back of your mat with your legs hips width apart. Fold your body forward, put a bend in your knees, and grab a hold of opposite elbows. Let your body hang. If you feel most of your body weight is resting in the heels, which is very common, drift a little more attention towards the toes. And this way the hips line up over the knees line up over the ankles, and you get the nice stretch across the muscle fibers and the hamstrings. We switch the crossing of the arms. We hone in on the breath. And collectively take an inhale, hold it at the top, out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth shut. Find the audible ujjayi. Let's take your arms behind your back, interlace the fingers, pull your arms to the sky, maybe press the legs straight. Totally up to you. Such a great stretch, opening up the pectoralis muscles, widening the collarbones, lifting the shoulder heads, the deltoids. Switch which pinkies in front, so the tiniest shift of the fingers, just a replacement. Release your hands down to the ground. Let's find a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you want to pedal out your legs a little bit or shift your weight side to side, do any fidgeting that feels good. Kind of go through your own little routine. In case you're cracking your toes, you can wiggle your hips. Do all those organic movements until you settle with your legs hips width apart, arms shoulder width apart. The forearms are buoyant, they lift away from the earth. The upper outer arms wrap down and around. We let that belly travel in, the hips move back, and the thigh bones move back. Let's drift to plank, top of a push-up. Stack your shoulders over the wrists. Let the thumbs, index, and pinkies root into the floor, so the whole palm is anchored down. The forearms rotate a little bit inward while the upper outer arms wrap back. So it's like a tug-of-war between the lower arm and the upper arm, and that creates a neutral position. The belly goes in, the front ribs go in, the tailbone screws under, so the frontal hip points, those two little bony bones at the front of the body, lift. It helps the low belly elevate, start to activate. Get those legs straighter. And we'll just do a 29-minute plank hold. Just kidding. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. When we do that again, we'll find an alternate variation. Let's drift to plank. Let's go to your forearms. Ground down through the palms and inner wrists. Notice if your hands are close and your elbows are wide, do the opposite. Elbows closer, hands a little wider. And it's as if you had a block between your elbows and your wrists, and you're squeezing that block inward, and you'll feel that engagement in the pectoralis muscles. Place your hands where your elbows are. Find plank, then downward facing dog. Let's step your feet together. Let's drift to the top of a push-up. Kick both heels to the right. Send your left arm up to the sky for side plank. I know, all these planks right out the gate. It's part of being toned, right? It's the yoga tone. Take the top arm, reach it overhead. Start to dorsiflex the feet. You can always drop the right knee down if you need to modify. Stack the hips. That means the left hip should be right over the right hip. A lot of rights, right over right. left over right. Tailbone scoops under, front ribs go in. Reach the left arm up. Left hand comes down, switch sides, both heels to the left, send the right arm up. Turn the right hand down, reach over your head. Soften the space around the neck. Soften the space in the face, the lips, the jaw. Send the right arm up. Right hand comes down. Come to plank. Let's go to your forearms. Oh, this thing again? What the heck? If you want to angle your right forearm in a little bit, you can. Kick both heels to the right, send the left arm up. So it's a forearm variation of Vashisthasana. Take the top arm, reach it over your head. Well, if you know, this is called, yoga pump, and you clicked on it, you probably know what you're in for. It's going to be a little hard. Reach the left arm up, left forearm down. Turn the left forearm in if you like. Kick both heels to the left, send the right arm up. Turn the right hand down, reach over your head. It's one of those no messing around flows. Let's reach your right arm up, right forearm down. Place your hands where the elbows are, find upper push-up, then downward facing dog. Whew. Man, I got tired watching that. Let's lift the right leg up. Let's take the right knee to your nose, shoulders are over the wrist. Pause, press the earth away, so a little protraction in the shoulder to puff up that space between the shoulder blades, then extend the right leg back. Again, knee to nose, flexion of the spine, then extend it back on your own. You set the pace. Guys are like, Tamal, there's so much upper body and core work of these planks and side planks and knee to noses out the gate. Oh, don't worry. We'll give the upper body a break by letting the upper body take the work. Let's take the knee to the nose. Once the low body takes the work, it's going to be good. Step the foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Let's reach your arms down the ribs. So palms either face each other or they face the floor. Soften the space around the ears. Make a small change. Reach your arms forward. Get those arms a little straighter, closer together, and start wrapping the triceps down so the palms face up. So now you know there's some core work here because it's holding the torso up, but those legs are definitely taking some heat. Come all the way up crescent, reach to the sky. So let's let your right arm drop by your side. Just let it hang there. Now lean towards the right. Create a lateral stretch. It's as if you were trying to touch the floor with your right fingers, but they never do because that'd be too far. But at the same time, you're hugging the outer right hip to the left. Let's come back up to center. Reach the right arm up to the sky. You're going to drop the right arm over the top of the right shoulder. Take the left arm from below your lower back. Maybe you hook your fingers together. Pull the right elbow back, wrap the right tricep forward. Now there's going to be a little bit of work in the low body while we're opening up the shoulder girdle. Let the left knee touch the floor. Lift the left knee up, lower the left knee, lift the left knee up and down on your own, pulsing. We'll just see how many Casey can do. Let's meet with the back knee off of the ground. Untangle your arms, reach them up to the sky. Reach your arms out in front of you like you're going to hug someone. Right elbow under the left elbow. Intertangle. Either go palm to palm or knuckle to knuckle. Lift the elbows up, pull the forearms away. Now lean forward. Warrior three, back foot lifts up. Virabhadrasana. Heavy in that right big toe. Little micro bend in the right knee so there's some movement in the joint. Try to straighten the left leg out, so you're trying to stamp the left heel on the rear wall. Take your arms out to the sides like airplane wings. Left hand down, right arm up, twisting half moon. Oh my goodness, we are in this little practice now. Work to get the arms in line with the shoulders. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, only set the right hand down. Walk your hands towards the right leg for standing splits. Slide the right hand to the right, the left hand to the left. Cup the earth with the fingers and then dip your chest, your sternum towards that right shin bone. We'll bend the right leg a lot. Step the left foot way back. Stay on the ball of your back foot and run your arms down the ribs again. So remember this position you're in now because you're going to come back to it several times. Inhale, come up, crescent, reach to the sky. Exhale, chest over front thigh, arms down the ribs. Up and down, back and forth, flow freely. Whew. Don't forget to breathe. This is one of those practices where it's all about the inhale and exhale. That's the lifeline, the lifeblood of the practice. Let's meet reaching to the sky in crescent. I want you to think about chair pose and step your left foot to meet the right. Holy moly, right? Sit a little deeper. Keep your knees bent. Lower your chest on bent knees. Run your arms down the ribs. Come back to chair pose. Reach to the sky. Up and down just like that. So it's essentially the same kind of movement we just did in our crescent, but now we're doing it in our chair pose. And we'll meet in a chair reaching to the sky. Big inhale. And then exhale, fold and straighten the legs. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step back to the top of a push-up. And pause in plank. So if you want to modify, you can put your knees to the floor. Otherwise, we're doing 3 push-ups. Lean forward, lower halfway, elbows in. Push yourself back up. Oh, lower halfway, back on up. One more lower halfway, back up, and then downward facing dog. Great job, guys. So let's lift the left leg up. Take the knee to the nose, shoulders over the wrists. Think cat pose in the upper back. Then extend the left leg behind you, knee to nose. You know how this is. 30 seconds of repetitions. Move the knee at the nose. You can step it through. Stay on the ball of the back foot and run your arms down the ribs. We square the hips, we soften the shoulders, get long in the neck by tucking the chin and leading with the crown of your head forward. So you're lifting the base of your skull, the occiput off the C1. And make a small change, reach your arms forward. We breathe. Inhale, come all the way up. So we'll relax the left arm by your side and lean towards the left. It's as if, again, we're trying to touch or graze the floor with those left fingers as we're creating the lateral stretch. So the left arm's nice and loose and heavy. Come back up to center, reach to the sky. We're going to drop the left arm over the top of the left shoulder. Right arm goes from below the lower back. We hook the fingers if we can. You may need to use a towel or a strap. Pull the left elbow back. Wrap the left outer arm forward. And then we're going to lower the right knee to kiss the floor. Then lift the right knee. Then lower the right knee up and down, pulsing it. We'll meet with the knee off the ground. Untangle the arms, reach to the sky. We take the arms forward, left elbow under the right, intertangle, either palm to palm or knuckle to knuckle. Elbows lift, forearms pull away. And you guessed it. We're going to lean forward. Warrior 3, back foot floats up. I know that left leg is a cooking. Get heavy in that left big toe. Straighten that right leg and level out the hips. Take those front ribs in so you're not dumping in the mid-body. Untangle the arms like wings. Right hand down, left arm up. Twisting half moon, Parivrita, Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Only set the left hand down, standing splits. Walk both hands towards the left leg, get close. Slide the left hand to the left, slide the right hand to the right. Cup the floor with the fingers and work the chest towards that left shin bone. Inhale, exhale. Let's bend the left leg a lot. Step the right foot way back. Stay on the ball of your back foot and run the arms down the ribs. I know it's like a fireball practice. Maybe that'll be the next class we teach. It's called fireball. Inhale, come up, crescent, reach to the sky. Exhale, chest over front knee, arms down the ribs, up and down on your own. You've got it, guys. Stick with it. You can do it slow or fast. You set the pace. Let's meet in crescent, reaching to the sky. Think chair, step the right foot to meet the left. Utkatasana. You know where we're going with this. Lower your chest on bent knees, arms down the ribs. Come back to chair, reach to the sky. Chest over bent knees, arms down the ribs. Up and down on your own. You feeling the muscles working. Those hamstrings and glute muscles are firing. Let's meet reaching in a chair pose. Now keep the knees bent. I want you to come up high on your tiptoes, pulling the heels up towards the calves. Now I want you to go back to the heels, let all 10 toes lift. So lower the heels, 10 toes lift. Go back to the tiptoes, heels lift high. Then go back to the heels, toes lift, back and forth on your own. This is toning up the calves, still firing the hamstrings and glutes. Maybe you sit a little deeper in those knees. Oh, goodness. And we'll meet in a traditional chair with the heels down. Big inhale, and exhale, fold straighten the legs. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step back to the top of a push-up, pause in plank. You can do this from your knees if you want to. 3 push-ups, lean out, lower halfway, elbows in, pause. Push yourself back up. Again, lower halfway, elbows in, back on up. One more lower halfway, back on up, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. You may be like, Tamal, we did so much legs. We did this upper body. Could we just do a little more core? Sure. Let's lower your knees to the floor. Let's cross one ankle over the other. Sit behind your feet. Swoop your legs through to the front. People at home are like, that's not what I was thinking, but bend your knees, sit your feet on the floor. I want you to get your fingertips to touch like this, like you're holding an invisible softball. Now, weight is going to go into your sit bones and you lift your feet up, just the level of the knees. Let the inner thigh spin down. Now, I want you to take your arms to the right and then to the left and to the right and to the left. If you want to bring your arms a little closer to your chest, do more of a traditional Russian and go for it. The Russian twist will get you. And then we come to center. Open your arms up about shoulder width apart. Lower your body 2 inches from the ground. Pause. Right leg goes to the sky. Then switch left leg. Then right and left and right and left. Scissoring with control. Lie down, hug your knees to your chest. So keep your knees to your chest. Get your knees stacked directly over the hips now, and the feet the height of the knees. Place your hands on your quads, just above the knees. So you want your arms straight, and you want to press your arms in, or your hands into the knees and the knees into the hands vigorously. You can keep your head on the floor if you want to. Oh, thank goodness. Let the low belly activate. Now, it's only going to be the right side. Right arm reaches back, right heel taps the front of your mats. Then come back. Just the right side. Right arm reaches back, right heel taps. Then come back on your own. Now we're going to only do the left side. So the left arm's going to reach back, left heel taps. You know how this goes. That's me with both hands on the quads, head and shoulders lift. Now, both arms reach back, both heels tap. Oh, then come back to where you were. Back and forth on your own. Fullest expression here. You got it. Hug your knees to your chest. Let's reach your arms forward, turn your palms to face down, knees over the hips, feet the height of the knees, head and shoulders lift. Now you're going to pulse your arms, but let your head and shoulders move with the arms. If you want more, you can straighten your legs forward. Just avoid the point where you feel like your low back's going to bubble up. You want the low back in contact with the floor. Hug your knees to your chest. I feel like one more. Oh, let's point your legs up to the sky. Hands go behind the head, ankles cross. And even though your ankles are crossed, try to keep your legs straight. As you crunch, lift your butt up 2 inches as well. Back and forth on your own. Getting it all in. This is a full body workout today, guys. Low body, upper body, mid body, mind body. Keep crunching, cross your ankles the other way. Hold a crunch, shoulders are lifted. Reach your arms forward. If you want to slide your hands underneath your butt, palms down, you can. Lower both legs 6 inches from the floor. While you're hovering there, switch the crossing of your legs. Then switch and switch and switch and switch. You like how my one more turned into like a bleed of a couple different kinds. Oh, sneak attack yoga. Hug your knees to your chest. Cool down time. Set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt. Plant the palms, lift the hips, bridge pose. Interlace your fingers underneath the back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you. If you want more, you can take upward bow or Dhanurasana. Just make sure your toes are pointing forward or a little bit inward. Take a big inhale, lift a little more. And exhale, come on down. Hug the knees to the chest. Happy baby. Arms go split between the legs. Hold the outer edge of the feet. Pull the knees down by the ribs. So you want the ankles over knees. We breathe. And keep what you have, make peace fingers. And you're going to hook your big toes and then straddle your legs wide apart. If this doesn't feel good, you can just stick with the happy baby. And hug the knees to the chest. Release the left leg out only, hug the right knee in, send your right arm out to the right palm up, look to the right, twist the right knee across the body to the left. Maybe scoot the left hip back just a little bit. Switch sides. This little flow is my gift to all the Capricorns. Casey included. So am I. left knee into your chest. Hug both knees into your chest. Place your forehead onto the knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything, all tension, all stress into this little ball. And then let it all go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You made it. Find the most comfortable position for yourself. We'll check out for a couple of minutes. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhare Yasodhanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhare Yasodhanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Vajashri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Vajashri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Move your fingers, your toes, reanimate the body. And with your eyes still shut, let's roll over to your right side. And with your eyes still closed, let's come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Follow your breath. Let's bow our head. Namaste.